Hi, I'm Jared.
And I'm Pat.
We're in the Maine, and you're watching Give Me a Pick.
Hi everyone, I'm Angela, and this is GiveMeApick.com. I'm here today with the Maine.
Hello.
Hello.
So, this is your first headlining tour this year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. First of the year.
So, how is it going so far?
It's been great. I guess we're like 3 weeks in by now.
It's a really long tour. We have a lot of shows. We're not even halfway yet, I don't think. So far so good that we're having a blast. It's been really fun.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So, these past months you've been touring, supporting other bands. Have you learned something special from other bands that you've supported, not just this year, but other years that you've been touring with other bands?
I think just seeing how other bands work and operate, it's cool to kind of see that and what they do to put on a show and things like that. I don't think like anybody in particular said like, hey, you guys should do this or that, but just kind of like being there and seeing how other bands operate have helped us out a lot.
Okay. So congratulations for your new album, Pioneer.
Thank you.
It's really different than your past albums.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
I think all your albums are really different one from the other.
Yeah.
Do you think this is because you've been growing up and maturing, or you've gone through other changes that have influenced your music?
I think it's a combination of a few different things. I mean, when we started out, the first EP or the first album even, we were 19. I mean, I was 19.
I was 16, 17.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I just think it's kind of like if you think about, and anybody out there think about, what they were like when they were 16, and then what they were like when they were almost 22. It's like you change so much.
Music we listen to is different. I mean, there's all these different things that influence how we write and record an album. So and some of it is being on the road and watching other bands and thinking about what kind of songs we would love to play actually on stage. That goes into it. There's so many different factors to it, but yeah, Pioneer is definitely a little different than those first albums for sure.
So, how do you think your next album will sound like?
Man, I think it's kind of one of those things where we don't ever know until it's right there. With this last record we recorded so many songs, it could have been a completely different album. So it's just gonna kind of depend on when we hop in the studio. But I think we're gonna continue to be 5 guys making really loud rock music. So
That's good then. So, you've been touring Europe this past month, sir?
Yep.
So how is it going?
It was great.
Awesome.
That was the longest time that we'd ever been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the shows we were there for over a month, I think.
Yeah. It was great. It was cool because it's our 3rd time or 4th time, I think.
Yeah, and the shows were awesome. They were really, pretty good sized rooms, and we got to play to a lot of new people, so it was really fun.
So what was different from this tour and the past European tours that you've been playing?
This is the first time we've done that big of shows, I guess, over there. We played in front of a lot of new people, which was great. So hopefully when we go back next time that they'll come out and say hello.
Yeah. Do you plan on coming to Spain if you go back to Europe?
We need to. We get that request all the time.
Yeah, it's so hard because if it was up to us, we'd go everywhere. But it's up to other people too, that if they kind of don't think that we would have enough fans there that it would make sense yet or whatever. But we would love to go. So.
Okay, we will be waiting then.
Yeah.
Until you decide to come. So now we're moving to the questions that the fans have been sending us. And the first one is by Eloise. If you were in the Maine right now, would you join any singing contest or any other contest that shows your talent?
I don't know. Maybe because it'd be really funny. but
yeah, it would be more of a comedy sort of approach. There are a lot of really great drummers and guitar players out there. I don't know if me and Pat would stand a chance.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I would love to try it and then laugh at myself afterwards. So.
Or Americans Got Talent or
Yeah.
something like that.
Maybe we could try like a juggling routine or something totally not related to music.
Well, next question is by Sofia Sanchez. If you could choose a place to disappear, where would it be?
Place to disappear. I would go to Australia.
That's a great place to disappear. I don't know. Yeah, some sort of island. Hawaii would be cool. Does Australia count as an island? Which is really a big one.
Just a really, really big one, I guess. Yeah.
Antarctica, maybe.
That's good. And next one is from Naomi Silent Jap. It has been an honor for the Philippines that you chose our country to be the first in the Pioneer Tour. What's so unique about Philippines that made you choose our country?
I guess the first time we went, we had an awesome experience, and we were just excited to go back. So it kind of made sense as the first show.
I think that the thing that's so unique about it is that it's so far away from home.
Yeah.
And for us to be able to travel literally halfway around the globe and play a show there that was
have people care
as great or even better than shows that we play here. I mean, that to us is like, you know, that was the big factor of why we wanted to go back. And the kids there have always been really supportive, and yeah,
Okay.
it just made sense.
Yes. Next question is by Trithia. Your songs are wonderful and meaningful. What songs you guys really like the most and why?
Out of the songs that we have?
Your songs.
Man, I think in general, I think the new record to me, like as a whole, is something that I'm extremely proud of. You know, it's kind of hard to pinpoint particular songs.
Yeah.
In general, but you know, I guess I'm just like very proud of how far we've come from the first album up until this one.
Okay. And next one is by Ana Garcia. What's the best and worst thing that a fan has ever told you?
The best and worst thing?
Yes.
Oh wow, worst thing. There's this girl, I don't know if this counts, but on all of my, she tweets me all the time, and I forget her name, but she always tells me she's gonna kill me when we go to South America.
Yeah, that's
Why?
I don't know what I did. I must have offended her somehow, but she really wants to kill me, so I'm kind of nervous about that. It's the worst thing anyone has ever told me, I guess.
best. I mean,
I think, like, my favorite thing to hear from fans is, like, that we've helped them through a tough time. Because I feel like there have been so many instances where I was growing up, like, something was going on, and, like, that's why I became such a huge music fan, is it was kind of an outlet. And so to see that, like, our music is doing that for other people, at least for me, that's, like, a really awesome thing to hear. It makes it feel like, you know, we're actually not just playing music, but we're actually being a part of people's lives.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think when people, when it seems like people actually, like, the main reason that they're there is they're concerned about the songs, and they're like, you know, they're all only there to hear the music and escape for an hour and a half, you know. That's just a cool feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the last one is by Mary Pauline Sampson. When you're in a bad mood, what songs do you listen?
I'm in a bad mood.
There's a song, it's like one of my favorite songs of all time. It's by Ryan Adams. It's called The Shadowlands, and it's like it's weird because it's a very.
I was freaking not expecting you to say that.
Yeah,
because
it's
like,
kind of a sad song, right? But the most beautiful thing about that song is like it's like the first 2 minutes of the song are very kind of dark and kind of like gloomy, and I like that because I can relate to that when I'm in a bad mood. But then the end of the song, there's this really emotional sort of guitar solo and like this really cool way that it all kind of builds and comes together. And then that part always like makes me feel really good for whatever reason. So
it comes full circle.
Yeah.
Okay. From the beginning to the end. Well, this one was the last one, so thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
We hope to see you in Spain.
Alrighty, yeah.
We hope to see you in Spain.
Yeah.